Okay, we're going to do problems number 57 and 58 in the final exam review for the UALR College Algebra class. This says use the matrix capabilities of a graphing utility, and again, we call it a calculator, to write the augmented matrix corresponding to the system linear equations in reduced row echelon form and then solve the system. You can see that the answer asks you for a solution given as in three coordinates, x, y, and z. Now, I didn't teach you to do an augmented matrix, so I'm going to teach this the way that I taught you. And I taught you to write a matrix equation where you had a coefficient matrix times a variable matrix, and then that was equal to your constant matrix. And so our coefficient matrix here is going to be the 3 by 3 matrix, 1, 0, negative 3, and 3, 1, negative 2, and 2, 2, 1. That's going to be A. Our variable matrix is X, Y, and Z. And recall, if we multiply matrices, we multiply row by column. And so that would give us 1X plus 0Y minus 3Z. And then we're going to say that's equal to, and then our constant matrix is negative 16, 5, and 18. And so this is the matrix X, and this is the matrix B. And like I taught you, if we multiply both sides of this equation by A inverse on the left, then that will give us our X matrix and solutions. So this is going to give us a 3 by 1 matrix when we do it. So we're going to enter in our calculator the matrix A. So I'm going to do, oops, let me get over there where you can see that second matrix. That's second x to the negative 1. We're going to edit the matrix A. Whoops, sorry, second quit. Second matrix, I'm going to go to edit first. Then highlight A, matrix A. We're going to make this a 3 by 3, so I have 3 there. I'm going to put 3 there. Now I'm going to load the matrix, what I call it, put all these coefficients in. So that's going to be 1, 0, negative 3, and then 3, 1, negative 2, and 2, 2, 1. Double check, make sure all of the entries are correct. 1, 0, negative 3, 3, 1, negative 2, 2, 2, 1. Then we're going to get out of that second mode to quit. We're going to go back to our second matrix. We're going to make the matrix B. So I'm going to go to edit, scroll down to B, hit enter. This is going to be a 3 by 1 matrix. So we have 3 by 1. We're going to load that with negative 16, 5, and 18. And so these are our matrix A, B, and C. Again, check to make sure everything's right. Negative 16, 5, and 18. Now we're going to second quit. And this is where we're going to enter in the matrix, or in the calculator, A inverse B. And it's going to yield a 3 by 1 matrix, which is our solution. So we're going to do second matrix. Now we just hit enter to get A up. We want A inverse, so we're going to raise that to the negative 1, and that makes A inverse. It's not really an exponent, just a notation, but that's how the calculator reads it. We're going to multiply that times the matrix B. So again, second matrix, scroll down to B, hit enter. So now we're multiplying A inverse B, and when we hit enter, gives us 3 by 1 matrix, 8, negative 3, 8. 8, negative 3, 8. And that is the matrix X, Y, Z, which means X equals 8, Y equals negative 3, and Z equals 8. So 8, negative 3, 8 is the point in 3 variables, or in 3 dimensions, X, Y, and Z. And that is the solution to that system of equations. While we're here doing this, we'll go ahead and do the same thing here where we have a 2 by 2 system. So we're going to set the matrix A to be 5 and negative 5, negative 2 and negative 3. Our variable matrix this time is just that variable matrix XY. And our B matrix, our coefficient matrix, our constant matrix, is negative 5, 7. So this is A, this is X, and this is B. Again, when we multiply both sides by A inverse on the left, these cancel and leave me with X. and then I want x equals A inverse B. So I'm going to load the matrix again. This time I'm going to have, oops, sorry, it is a 2 by 2. So we'll second matrix, edit. A, set the dimensions at 2 by 2, and then load that matrix with 5, -5, -2, -3. Then I'm going to get out of that second mode to quit. Then second matrix, we're going to make the matrix B. Scroll to edit, scroll down to B, hit enter. This time we're going to have a 2 by 1. And it's going to be -5 and 7. Now we're going to get out again. This is where I want to have the matrix X equals A inverse times B, which is going to be a 2 by 1 matrix this time. So we're going to enter that in the calculator. Second matrix A inverse is what we really want. Then second matrix B. So we're doing A inverse B. We have to multiply, and we get x equals -2 and y equals -1. Let me go back and double check that to make sure I got that right. X equals -2. The matrix is -2, -1. And so that is the x value and the y value. So we have the point -2, -1 is the solution to that system equation. And that's how we do 57 and 58.